what was the mentorship like from Romero Jacare?
You know, like I was very blessed and lucky to be Romero as a professor because he was I only like sometimes like you as a kid, you only figure out some stuff as you get more maturity and you can see the situation from a different perspective.
Sure.
So after I grow up, after I became coach, after I have more position in my team, so I can see how he was very like smart, how he was very like important to not to me but to a lot of people. And then I was doing a lot of conditional training with him. So he was, oh, let's go like running, biking, and swimming. So those are the activities because he likes to compete Ironman, and he also because we were living by the beach. So it's very natural to us to use this. And but also his education is in physical education. So you can see he was using the concept as his knowledge in the school, in the college, his educations, to develop his athletes. So program, training, he was using all these as a concept to be. All our class was very divided by training stand-up. When the time nobody sometimes was training stand-up, so it was very physically. When sometimes it's not a focus to somebody else. So back in the time, you can see the teams have a very specific game. So it's not everybody who was open guard, and you have so many even kids like slam like the kids in the ground because it just part of it's allowed, but he was very technical and concerned about let's posture up, like very fundamental, a lot of fundamentals. And I think this investment in his fundamental in this kid, that's what became like Fabio Gurgel, Alexandre Paiva, Roberto Trave, like those was the first generation.
The alliance.
Yes, and then I was looking those guys, I was like, there was like a blue belt, purple belt, and I was like still like a color belt as a kid, The discipline behind the sport, we're making those guys have not just a big name, but also giving to us, like as a kid over there, grow up with there's inspiration. I want to be like that, So if they do this, I can do this too. So they was giving inspiration, and they have the next generation with Jamelão, Ratinho. So and then you see yourself, okay, I'm the next generation, and then. But was just part of the process. So and he make this very smooth and very easy to everybody. I was lucky to have, like I said, like my father, like he's the very honest man that I see in all my life.
Não, eu ficava alegre, né? Porque ele obedecia a mim e também obedecia o Jacare, que ele não fazia também nada errado também, né? Porque nunca fizeram também, porque vivia junto comigo. E nos campeonatos que saía com o Jacare, eu confiava ele. Jacare leva eles, que eu não podia acompanhar eles, quer dizer, eu me sentia feliz, né? E até hoje também, falo com o Jacare, agradeço a ele até hoje, agradeço a carreira,
a oportunidade
que ele deu.
He was a very good example to have as a father. All the value that I learned as a man came from him. The value I was Jacare. I saw Jacare was when I think as a kid everything is like I just play. Like it's not like you don't like if you ask me I want to be a military, I want to be a police, I want to be a fireman. So those was my my was considering to be as a kid. But when I became started blue to purple belt. Actually, the purple belt, and then when the responsibility started hitting, my father was taking me to, okay, so I got a job for you. And I was working even before, small job, but always working, always doing something. But when he really okay, so now you're gonna stop a little bit jiu-jitsu, you're gonna work. That's when my professor, Jacare, was really important because he came to me and said, why are you missing class? Because I want to work with my father, so I'm gonna wash the building. I'm gonna work in, the same as he does. That was like what his job like does. Like I'm gonna do it the same thing. They say no. How much money you gonna do it? I say I'll do this money. I say I give you this money for you teach jiu-jitsu. That was a click. I say okay. so I can do what he does. And then okay, I can have this lifestyle. Because until this, in my mind, I only can live in Ipanema. It's a nice neighborhood. It's if I can work the same as my father worked.
Leo decided to stop training, and that happened with a lot of students. And as a coach, my job is to make them feel comfortable that they are going through a phase that Jiu-Jitsu can continue to be part of their life. And I strongly encourage them to continue to train and to go through these phase that they have doubts. I should be training, or I should stop, or I should do a different sport, or I should help my family. So it's something that we try to help them, and we try to be almost like a second father to them. I think I strongly believe in Jiu-Jitsu that if you continue, regardless what you're gonna choose in life, Jiu-Jitsu only is gonna help you to keep your focus and to have a better lifestyle.
Não, porque quando eu botei Léo, eu pagava naquela época, pagava 5 mil réis, né? Aí foi andando, foi mais, depois entrou o Ricardo, aí seria 15 mil réis. Aí depois de 15 passou Leandro, aí era de 5, passou, quando a taxa era 5, a mensalidade aí passou para 10. Aí seria 30, né? Aí foi aonde eu pensei de tirar eles, que eu falei, ó, agora vai, eu já estava pensando que ganhava pouco, não tinha outro bico também, né? Aí, como eles eram bons no jiu-jitsu, né? Aí o Jacare me chamou, aí falou, Manuel, falei um negócio com você. Eu falava, tinha vezes que eu dava, não dava os 30 reais, né? Dava 20, porque não completava o dinheiro todo. Aí ele disse, olha, falei o seguinte, seus filhos são muito bons e ele não pode sair de jiu-jitsu. Então só é o seguinte, você, a partir de agora, você não vai pagar nada. Na minha rua tinha uma feira, né? Aquela na terça-feira. Disse, olha, o dinheiro que você paga para mim, você compra de banana, que banana fortalece muito. Você compra por menino e tá bom, aí também toda terça-feira era um cachorro de banana. Banana e coco também, que o Jacare falou lá. Compra que é a alimentação das crianças.
I was always like, I want to do something else. I want to, I want to like not have limitation. I want to be able to do what other people can do. And then when I see he's open this opportunity, I say, hey, I can do this. I can go teach in the morning class, ride a bike, go to the beach, come back. I can have a different lifestyle than my father. My father was working the whole day. I said, I can have a different lifestyle. So then Jacare was always a mentor through sports, through a reference for me to business and sports, And my father was the value that make me be a man. So I was always really knew it, very clear for me, who's my father, who's my mentor. And then I learned, and I have no problem to say that. And then when I understand this, I say, okay, so I need different mentors to different things that I want to inspiration in my life. And then when I moved to São Paulo, so Fabio Gurgel was very important because I learned so much about business. Because Jacare, he's a very good professor relationship. The way he talks to you, he's gonna make you be a world champion. Fabio Gurgel has a different approach. So we have a very good business program, very work, especially because São Paulo required this.
And how to make it a career, right?
Yes. And then I was, okay, so I have to learn this too. So I was getting people that I was, like I say, when you know who you are and you know what's your purpose, what you want to do from your life, you can take reference and then learn what's gonna make you go straight to your goal. you know. And of course, everybody will have a good thing and bad thing. So, but once you know where you're going, you also can decide. You also can see what is going to help, what's not going to help. That's why all the discipline behind the sport, like I was very disciplined myself to the sport because I was very committed to my goal, to my life, because I knew that if I make good decisions, I'm gonna have good results. I will help my family, and that was my goal.